Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you this wonderful Monday?
I'm good. It was a day off, so I really can't complain.
Did you do anything good with your day off?
Um, did a little bit of cleaning.
Oh, always a good thing to do. Sometimes it's like I hate it, but then at the end, it feels so good.
Yep. And then I had the meeting with the wholesale team today, and we've got an accepted offer, or not accepted, but we have an offer on one of our novations that was much higher than expected, so that was good.
I like one that's already been renovated.
No, we we just listed it on MLS on behalf of the seller, and then we split the difference.
That's pretty sweet.
So yeah.
How come they didn't want to list it themselves?
They're out of state and have a lot of medical issues.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What state was that in?
It's in Illinois.
Cool. Interesting.
Yeah.
Why Illinois?
PPL service gave us a lead there.
All right.
So
Sounds
we
like a
got,
deal.
yep.
Awesome. So, what have you been uncovering in the wearables world?
I found some like research grade wearables. Um, I found out that there's some chest bands and arm bands. Um, and then there's also rings and watches. Um, and I know that I forget what it's called. That like skin wetness thing. Isn't it
Yeah,
called like EDA or something?
EDA, EDM, EDR, I don't know, one of those.
Yeah. One of those. I found that rings are not reliable for that kind of sensor. And so you find that more commonly on watches. But I have seen that there are a lot of good rings out there. Um, I found one like research quality ring, but it isn't very good because it's research quality.
Got it. So it does good research, but it probably isn't great to put on your hand and wear around.
No, it like sticks up off your finger like this high, and it's
Amazing.
bulky. Softer sucks. Um,
Ugh.
the only one that looked promising was the emoti bit or whatever it's called, but
And
that would be like an armband, and that has
oh,
all of the functions. But it's that one that's like exposed PCB, and you'd have to 3D print a case, and it has to go on your finger, your arm, or your leg, or your forehead, or something. But
got it.
it looks like the um, user experience on the development side is much better.
Okay, so it's more open source, but less good for maybe the client to wear.
Correct. Like fun to
Yeah.
tinker with if it's just for you, but if you're giving it to somebody, it's probably not going to work.
Yeah, I think that's the hard part about this is like, where's that balance of research grade information versus are they going to wear it and not feel like they're under house arrest? Which that one, I'm just looking at their little like video going over and over, and they're like wearing it on
Yeah.
their ankle. I'm like, it's close to an ankle bracelet. Might as well be one.
Yep. There was another one I found. It was a wristband and it was much longer than it was wide. And then there was like three wires that came out of it. And there were things that wrapped around your fingers. So it looked really funky too.
Okay.
The research world is weird. I guess
Yeah.
whatever gets them what they need.
Right. Right. And it seems like some of that stuff is probably good for like short term research, but that long term
Hmm.
longitudinal studies are like, not that's not going to work.
Exactly.
So one of the things you and I talked about last week was what if the rings are turn out to be like impossible to get a hold of, right? What happens then? Like where's the business model? And that really made me think a lot, and I literally spent a lot of hours since then, like up late at night and researching that. And it made me realize that the whole idea around the ring data and like how it's collected is a problem that is not currently solved in the world of substance use, because from the therapeutic, well, two things. There's like the Internet of Things of substance use, which some of those facilities are, they may be using those bands, similar to what you showed. Others have like sensors under the bed. Others
Hmm.
cameras inside the rooms to track people. So those things exist out there, but what I don't see is the dashboard that analyzes all the things together and helps identify a trend of relapse. Like they may do it by themselves, but as a whole, I don't think it exists.
Okay.
So there's that. But what I was like, what all of this idea is built around is the new law that came about in 2024. It's called 42 CFR. What is it?
Oh, you
42
sent that to me. Let me look.
CFR Part Two. So yeah, it's like I tried to make I made a new document that's like all about that type of thing. And
Oh, interesting. It is like
there's like
very related to substance use disorder.
it's all substance use disorder.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing it is. And what it does on the surface is with substance use disorder in the past, all of their data was like an extreme version of HIPAA. So like it was very, very, very segregated. You couldn't share it in between anybody without
Hmm.
written consent for every single person that was going to see it. Now you only need one consent form to share it,
Wow.
right? So, but the other problem that that brings about is the like legally that information is still protected as it passes from substance use disorder to the HIPAA folks. So like rehab gets sent down to like your primary care physician.
Hmm.
All of that information, that part two information is still protected. But what has to happen is if the information that's shared is like Johnny was beat up by his dad when he was a kid, if that information is shared into, into your doctor, then it creates this legal breach. And what's happening now before this law is like they just don't keep that in their medical records at all.
Hmm.
They just like write it down on like a notebook. And in that law, the 42 CFR Part 2, it specifically has a section that is called Substance Use Disorder Counselor Notes. And all of that stuff has to be siloed off on a completely different server. And that brings me back to the data that we were talking about. Like, if it's not a ring, what is it? And it's linguistics.
Hmm.
So now, when a patient is in a session, they're not recording that data. They're not doing voice recording. Why? Because it's toxic. If any of that is not de-identified, if it leaks, like game over, basically. So there hasn't been any solutions to that. And there is research around the linguistics of relapse, what that looks like. So the idea is kind of twofold. Even if the notes that they keep are just like documentation notes that the therapist is writing in to something, great. De-identify it, stick it in its own silo. But what you can do is you can take that transcript and pull it apart for safe EHR information, medication, did they show up, what time, like just like generalized things. That gets pushed sort of into the EHR. A human has to interact with it before. And then the other analysis is like the broader analysis of the transcript itself. So like a summary.
Hmm.
And that stays vaulted, de-identified, tokenized, the whole thing, because again, there's this breach of who gets to see that information. If they put it into the normal EHR, well, it can still be seen by people that shouldn't see it by accident. But if we tokenize it, then we can ensure it's not in the EHR, it's in a totally different vault. We can then identify and use the longitudinal studies for all of the transcripts. I think recording is the best because you just get the full picture of what's actually going on word by word. And there's no software, there's no hardware that has to be, they have to buy, right? It's normal as they're going about their business, except now they get to record the information. We get to show them trends of relapse before they're happening. If we could get the ring, that'd be sweet to mesh all that data together, but like if I keep picking it apart, this thing, all the stuff's already happening. The law has literally, it has to be enacted by February 16th. That's like the cutoff.
Of 2026?
Yes. So
Oh,
like
okay.
a month. And the reason I'm like panicking to like figure out the thing, maybe not panicking, but like fervently working,
Yeah.
A is because YC is 26 days from application, and B, this weekend through like Wednesday is the symposium of mental health, whatever, in
Mm.
Colorado Springs. And I've been to them before in the past with my wife, and she's going, and I'm going to just, I don't have a pass, but I'm going to go sit in the lobby. I'm going to put posters behind the bathroom doors.
Yeah.
And what I want to talk to more people about is like, how is this affecting you? How is this new law? Like, what are you guys doing? And get feedback, right? Like, here's my idea. Does this make sense? Is this a thing that solves a problem for you? Any thoughts?
I have all the thoughts. I'm thinking.
Uh,
If you could explain your solution in like 3 sentences or less, what would it be?
I haven't got that far yet, but I think I'm in like two part. Like I'm at like a fork, right? It's what is the problem that I'm solving and for who? And I still think like the most valuable problem is clients leaving against medical advice because that, costs millions of dollars a year for giant facilities when they do that.
Mhm.
So being able to identify those trends of relapse is like really important. putting the client's notes in a vault that reduces liability, also big, like, reduces legal liability because the fines, like this part of the law as well, is now, it used to be like Department of Justice would come down on them, but now
That's
it's like
fun.
but now it's like the OCR and Department of Health and Human
Oh, okay.
Services. So they're like, they say they're going to be way stricter, and like they're looking to pull the hammer.
Mm.
Um, so I don't like. I was literally just asking Gemini to be like, because I have the website with like the biometric trends and the ring and all that stuff, and I still think the idea is the same ish. It's just not rings anymore. It's linguistics.
Hmm.
But is it the highest level problem? Like, is the problem of keeping clinical, or what do they call it? SUD clinical notes, like it's actually written out in a specific way, siloed. Like, is that the big problem that everybody's dealing with right now? And
Oh,
the
the
most
counseling notes, right?
the counseling notes, yeah, the SUD counseling notes, like
Okay.
that's written into it. Like, they cannot be a part of anything in the EHR.
Yeah, and I know that's the same for just mental health in general too.
Yes.
Because when I had to renew my like HIPAA training like 2 years ago, there was a whole thing about um mental health record usage and yeah.
Huh. There's a HIPAA training. Look at that. Didn't even know.
I don't know if you'll be able to access or you'll probably have to pay for them, but
Yeah.
um I have to do these for work and it's covered by the institution, but um we use
Huh.
city program and a lot of universities have like their own like tailored programs for um like various trainings.
Interesting.
They're a
Cool.
pain and they're really not the greatest, but if you need something, then they're decent.
That's I because that is like a, if I'm like looking at this through like Y Combinator's lens, having like HIPAA training is a certification that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like you understand at least to some level what you can and can't do.
Hmm.
So is that on your LinkedIn?
I don't think it's on my LinkedIn. I haven't updated that in probably 3 years.
Okay. So to answer your question, probably reducing AMA exits through relapse trends, like something along those lines, like really similar to what's on the site now. I don't remember exactly what it says.
Okay.
Um, because I don't want to just be like this generalized, oh yeah, like you can put your notes here. I want it to be, because
Hmm.
like the thing that's missing from the world right now are the in client, or like the in session notes.
This is sort of similar to a problem I'm working on for work.
Oh yeah.
So I'm working on a separate iPhone app for this big ARPA-H grant, and part of my work is, well, first of all, backing up is we take in EHR data from Apple Health Kit and we convert it to like like Fire JSON, and it also ingests um, complex formats like PDFs and things like that. So we have to take in PDFs, convert them
Wow.
to Fire JSON. Um, but then part of the problem I have to work on in the next couple of months is local on-device de-identification. And then we also have to test that with common re-identification tactics to see how the de-identification works. And one of the things I was thinking about is we can use Core ML that Apple has, and you can train um, and actually put on the device like actual, they call them small LMs or like small language models instead of large language models because they're tinier. And I wanted to use one of those and train them specifically um, to help do the rest of the cleanup for the de-identification. And so perhaps you could use like a small language model that is able to take in real-time voice data and then will transcribe and de-identify and then put the de-identified transcription and store it locally on the phone as like a text file. That could
Yeah.
possibly work.
The workflow that I came up with, I didn't come up with it. Google Gemini came up with was using what was it called? Something or other. I'm gonna get the words wrong. Um, So Skyflow is still a part of it. Skyflow seems very helpful in that de-identification for the LLM. Where is
Hmm.
it? Somewhere. It's not DeepSeek. It's something else. It's like close to that. And DeepGram,
Oh yeah,
GRAM.
I've heard of
So
DeepGram.
DeepGram does the recording. It's HIPAA compliant. So it takes
Yeah.
the recording, transcribes it, deletes the recording, sends the transcript directly to Sky View, which de-identifies and tokenizes everything.
Hmm.
Um, so that's what this thing came up with because it's zero data
Yeah.
retention.
Yeah,
Um,
DeepGram is great. I haven't actually used it personally, but I looked into
okay.
it for certain projects. I do know that for a lot of this HIPAA compliance software, you still need to sign a BAA with
Yeah.
that company.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Uh, and that's what I'm looking for is like everything's got to be HIPAA. They have to have the BAA that we can sign with them. Like
Hmm.
if it's not, if we can't, we're not doing it. Too
Yeah,
many, too many weird things to jump through for that. Uh, so yeah, I mean,
it's
it's
actually way simpler. If you can just use DeepGram, then that's way simpler.
yeah, it's I haven't gotten that far. I'm still trying to like put together the idea
Hmm.
before I like actually go into the specifics, but I keep like asking it like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like tell me why this won't work. And it keeps coming back with it. So, it could be tripping out, but we'll see.
My favorite um, chat service to use for like research is mostly Claude and sometimes Grok.
Really?
I don't prefer Gemini for most things.
Okay. For like the research of like the idea or like the like ingesting of the data.
The researching of the idea.
Okay. What do
So I
you
think
dislike
Gemini is
about it?
kind of a hot mess right now, just in terms of developer experience, in terms of reliability, in terms of up-to-date information. It
Hmm.
just isn't the most reliable.
Yeah.
People have had a lot of success right now with GPT 5.2, but my favorite one right now is just Claude Opus 4.5.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
do I do a lot of research with Opus 4.5, and I subscribe to Claude Pro for $20 a month.
Okay.
Um, but then I do some of my like legal research with Grok, but then I supplement it with Claude because Grok is a little bit better at legal, and I just have Claude check it.
Isn't it crazy how we're like subscribing to these things to check themselves out?
Yep. But I don't know, or you're probably not aware of this, but um, one of the YouTubers who's a well-known developer, I told you about him already, but he's an advisor
Yeah,
for YC. He's been through YC before. He built T3 dot chat. I'll put it in the link or the chat. And that's basically access to every single model, including image generation models for $8 a month. So
crazy.
I use that one as well.
So it's all the models all in once.
Yes, I would
Hmm,
recommend that.
okay,
Actually, I might have a affiliate link.
fun. That's cool.
No pressure at all, though,
Yeah,
obviously.
$8 a month. I'm gonna try
Yeah. I tried to cancel and then it gave me 50% off. I'm like, heck yeah.
it. You got me. You got me. And who built
Um,
this? I want to look them up on YouTube.
yeah, I'll send you the channel. Okay.
Cool. Sweet. All right. I will watch this guy. He's got some funny looking faces.
His core audience is mostly like software engineers and developers.
Cool. I like that his videos are like 20, 40 minutes long sometimes, but like they're
Yeah.
longer. I like those type of videos.
And actually what he does, which is really cool, is he goes live on Twitch and YouTube and all the places, and he actually records all of his videos live and then he chops them up and posts them.
I love it. That's an amazing way to do it. That way you
Yeah,
can like follow like the thought process as he goes through.
exactly. Like I was listening to his live stream yesterday while I was playing GTA, and he recorded like 3 or 4 videos in that entire live for like
Amazing.
3 hours.
It's the way to do it.
Yeah. Anyway, I
Cool.
think I got a little sidetracked there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep checking him out, watch some things. I'm gonna check out. Did you send me that affiliate link?
I don't think I have one,
Okay. If you
which
do,
is
send it
fine.
to me.
Yeah. Actually, if you find um a link on one of his YouTube videos, I think there might be a discount for $1 a month for the first month.
Oh, that's sweet.
So
Funny.
check out some of his videos to find that. I'm not sure where it is.
Okay, will do. Okay, so kind of my 3 sentence pitch, still a little rough, but trying to figure out like which way to go. And like I don't want to like rebuild the website again, but I do want to like kind of get to like the core of the idea. And I don't know, I need to go into this symposium, and these posters, I want them to be like research questions type of things. And I'm not trying to sell anything there. I'm just trying to like understand and talk to people. And that's why I'm also like very unclear of product, because I don't want to like get so laser focused that I miss the actual conversation that is the opportunity.
Hmm.
Doing that. Did I ask you if you wanted me to put you on the founder or the application for YC for one of the founders?
You did not ask me.
I'm asking currently.
Ooh. Um, I appreciate that. And I'm actually very flattered that I would be considered a founder. Um, I just don't think that I'm able to give you probably the time that you deserve on this. Like, I'm not going to be able to quit doing what I'm currently doing. And I'm certainly happy to like help out and advise, but I'm not able to like do this full time.
What would it take for you to do it full time?
I don't know.
Think about it. Because that, like, the chances of us getting into YC, right? Oh, it's always very slim.
Yeah.
But the thing about YC is that when you get in, they literally give you $500,000. So whatever that dollar amount looks like for you to take that opportunity as a founder in Y Combinator, like there's a lot of money to play with there, and that's what they give you all that for, is like to help you make that leap into the unknown. And because it is a risk, right? Like you have to leave a job, you have to do all this other stuff. You're not going to go to like do this to make $7 an hour. Like that's not the purpose. So don't answer now. I probably should have led with that. Think about it,
Yeah.
because I would I had really enjoyed our conversations and like the ideas I'm bringing into these conversations are going to be harder to develop without someone with your expertise. And you make the business stronger just in general. So it to me it's like I would love to have you in this founder world. There, I do have another local friend that him and I have been talking to. He's a developer, like that type of thing, but he's not the data engineer, biological. I don't know what to call you, but he's not you, right? He doesn't
Yeah.
have that specific like skill set. He's not working in it currently, and like doing de-identification and all that stuff. So uh, think about it, and the application is in. When is this thing due? 21 days, February 9th.
Shoot.
And then, so that's just the application. The decision, you get a decision by March 13th. And I think if you were to get accepted, you got to be in San Francisco in April.
I
Think about
just
it.
signed a lease for an apartment here and it hasn't even been a month.
Again, that's all part of it, right? We'd get $500,000. And if you look at it, that's why they give you so much money,
Yeah.
so that you can continue your rent if you have to. You can support your family if you have one. Like you can do all of the things to open up the opportunity for you. I mean, my wife's pregnant, right?
Congratulations, by the way. I don't know if I said that the other day, but congratulations.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So like, yeah, like the whole world would get flipped upside down, but
Yeah.
I'm willing to take that risk because the opportunity, even if everything flops in like 2 years, like the information and the people you met along the way changes
Hmm.
trajectory of your life.
Yes. Oh, I'm
Think
gonna
about
have to really think about this.
think about it. And yeah, let's just keep having these chats and see where they go, right? Again, 21
Exactly.
days. So the
I also just don't want to oversell my skills as well. I'm
don't
not
worry about that.
really all that skillful. Like I
You're
was just,
everybody is more skillful than they think. And it's not about like, you haven't worked at Google, you haven't worked at whatever, but like we have these chance encounters in our life. And this is you're the person that's like came into my world. And I'm not going to go chasing some other random door that may or may not exist when the door is like right here in front of me right now.
this is
So,
true.
right, like maybe we're the ragtag team of fucking weirdos that get shit done.
Yeah.
So you do have the experience because it's way more than me, and it's way more than most people have in data de-identification and all the things we're talking about. Like, you're HIPAA certified. That's one thing, right? Like that, even just like that little thing in the eyes of other normal people, they'll never have that on their plate. So don't undersell yourself. I know it happens, but you're more than you think.
I appreciate that.
Of course, dude. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. When you want to chat again? Next week?
Sure.
All right, let's see here. What day next week?
Mm. Oh, I should pull up my other calendar.
Probably not until let's see, what's today? It's because the symposium is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's the last day. So like Thursday or Friday of next week.
My Thursday is super busy, so could we do Friday?
Sure. What time?
Anytime that's not during 1:45 to 2:30 p.m. Central, because that's my only
Okay.
meeting that day.
Okay, perfect. So let's see, Friday. You said 1:45 to 2. What was it?
1:45 to 2:30. It's a weird time.
And that's Central, and I'm a
So
Mountain.
that's
So that's
12:45 to 1:30 Mountain.
all right. So how about we do?
So
Let's see.
anytime after
Oh my gosh,
1:30 Mountain.
that's January 30th. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's say, how about 2 o'clock Mountain, or
Sure.
like 2:15 or something. You want to do 2 o'clock?
Could we do 2:15? And maybe give me some more time to head home.
That'll be 3 o'clock your time.
2:15
Yeah, I can
Mountain?
do 2:15. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So
Two.
that'd be 3:15 Central.
Yeah, you want to do 2:30 my time?
Oh wait, my thing ends at 2:30 Central. So I could do 3, so then that'd be 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Mountain, if that
And
works.
I can do 2 p.m., 2:15, 2:30 Mountain Time. Give you some
2
time to get
p.m. or
home.
2:15. You can
Okay,
pick.
let's do 2:15.
Okay.
Give you some time to get home and get a glass of water.
Sounds good.
Right. All right.
I
So
have a
January 30th, 2:15 my time, which is 3:15 your time.
yes.
Okay, got it.
Don't you just love time zones?
That's the best. I'm getting really good at conversions in the past 3 years.
Oh yes. My lab has people literally all over the world.
Oh
So
my God.
time zones I've had to learn pretty quickly.
Explains why you're so good at doing it in your head.
I still have to look things up from time to time, but I've gotten better.
Cool. All right, man. I'm gonna go make some dinner. Have fun
Sounds
next
good.
week. Let me know if you have any questions or
Will do.
whatever, and I will talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Have fun at the symposium.
I will. I'll send you some pictures. Keep you updated.
Sounds good. All right.
Peace.
Bye.